Since we have finished the introduction, let's see our learning objectives for today. I'm firstly going to present an overview on benefits realization management as a linking element between strategy execution and functional performance management. For that, we will examine how to set up the appropriate environment for benefits realization. Then, the main point of this webinar that is talking through the concept of an enterprise benefits realization strategy. And we should have time to answer some questions from the audience. Concluded the formalities, let me get straight into the subject of the presentation. To do that, I'd like to start with a paragraph from page 17 of the PMI Pulse of the Profession Report 2014. It says, high benefits realization maturity is inevitably linked to the success of projects and strategic initiatives. Despite this, our latest Pulse research reveals that fewer than 1 in 5, or 17% of the organizations, report high benefits realization maturity. High performers are 9 times more likely to be mature in their benefits realization process. Full stop. I hope this presentation can give you valuable insights which can help you in improving the benefits realization maturity of your organization, increasing then the small group of organizations with high benefits realization maturity, and perhaps taking your organization to a step even further. So we need to map our organizational environment so that we have 3 key functions working in alignment to turn the business strategies into reality. 3 key functions are composed by a number of roles that I will mention later on in this presentation. It is important to say that governance ensures that any investment made by organizations generates value to shareholders and society. Project and program management are the roles involved in managing the execution, or in other words, the delivery of business change. And business process ownership that manage business performance in day-to-day operations, also called business as usual. These are most times functional managers or also project sponsors. Before we get into how to align these 3 groups of functions towards delivering the business strategy, I will briefly remind us about 3 key principles that are: benefits are improvement, benefits add value to the business, realization is manageable. Go through the 3 key principles. Let us start by reviewing the meaning of benefits. You need to identify a single word that's a synonym to benefit. I will straight away say improvement is, in my view, the best word. There are slightly different definitions for a benefit, particularly like the one from the British APM, which tells us that benefit is the quantifiable and measurable improvement from completion of deliverables perceived as positive by a stakeholder. It will normally have tangible value expressed in monetary terms that will justify the investment. In a very similar way, PMI, in its standard for program management, describes benefit as a result of actions and behaviors that provide utility, value, or a positive change to the intended recipient. Some benefits are relatively certain, easily quantifiable, and may include concrete or finite conditions, such as the achievement of an organization's financial objectives or the creation of a physical product or service for consumption or utility. Other benefits may be less quantifiable and may produce somewhat uncertain outcomes. In general terms, we can understand benefits as a result from some type of action that generates value that should ideally be quantifiable. Since such value is created mainly by delivering improvements to the organization or to external clients, I recommend we use improvement as a synonym. But what do the benefits add to the business in terms of value? In summary, the business sets the path from a current value to a desired future value of the business. From current to future involves a series of changes. Each change is expected to produce benefits. The combination of all benefits will fill the value gap, moving the business from the current to the desired value. You could say, okay, but what has project management to do with all that? Project management is widely recognized as the best set of practice to manage change. So it can support the management of the journey from current to desired value. We start this journey by having projects delivering outputs. These create outcomes, which prepare operations to realize benefits. It seems to be pretty simple, doesn't it? Later on, we'll go through each step of this in more detail. View the meaning of benefits and the way benefits realization adds value to the business. The last principle that we will review is that benefits realization is manageable. On my research summary that's published on the PMI website, I describe benefits realization management, project benefits management, and benefits management are terms regarding to the management of a set of processes to ensure programs, projects, and portfolios, delivering and embedding into the current day-to-day business, all kinds of business strategies, in order to perform a meaningful and sustainable creation of value. To that complexity, several different benefits realization management practices, tools, and techniques have been continuously developed and enhanced by professionals and by organizations, which many times happens with direct support from consultants, academics, and professional associations. To understand the benefits management practice based on their specific objectives, these can be grouped into 4 groups. Each group identifies and defines the benefits required to the achievement of strategic objectives. Starts at the very beginning of the change process, which includes each initiative having its expected outcomes clearly defined, project outcomes creating measurable value to the organization, outcomes supporting the achievement